They pass him. That's it.
What exactly did he say? He said that really this is Rama, that he's not a god. He's just a man, baby. Yeah.
Broadcasting, everyone.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here's Mecole Hardman.
Oh, it's in that jar on the table, on the little table by the couch. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down and 4, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First carry now for Thompson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Brings up a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. From the gun on third down, Mahomes.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Hardman on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Yeah, they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down right on the edge. Up of about 7 or 8.
The ball carrier.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Chiefs, nothing.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm broadcasting if you want to look at it.
He's got it, and they take the
No,
lead at 7-6.
it's this guy. We've been trying to play, but we had that draft last night, so we couldn't play last night. I'm trying to play for 3 days.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last fall. Here's Christian McCaffrey. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Flacco. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Yeah.
Another example right there how this defense really
Got to throw a pick 6.
game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first. To
We all
give
bid
a
it.
chance.
It was straight bid. No, this the 2nd league.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
Yeah.
Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right at them and right up the middle.
U.S. Treasury
Mahomes now on first down. This is caught by Hill for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here.
What they doing?
Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of
Oh, okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, my God.
And he'll be marked down all the way inside the A big play there just before halftime. And even 70 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
16-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Passing play, Flacco. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
That's bullshit.
As the first half is winding down.
Oh, you got AJ Green. Oh, my God.
Tying up this football game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Flacco. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
14. Panthers 12. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Panthers 12. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Adrian Peterson in his 14th NFL season. He'll be hit down at the 33.
I didn't even hear Amber.
Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
Brings up
2nd and 5 now. Flacco, he's going to air it out deep.
Oh my God.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Yeah.
A.J. Green
It's all over.
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's got it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
18. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he is going to bring us back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Should have waited.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
At the 7-yard
Flacco. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down. So
wow. Roughing the pass.
Yes, they want the
wow. They cheated me, man.
They spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And they go with McCaffrey. They'll let Peterson try and run it in. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On first down, Thompson. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
39.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
8-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. David Montgomery, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Butker now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 28, Panthers 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We're back now in KC. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week, he was dominant. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Flacco. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And on 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that.
46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chiefs, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.